Morning, everyone. It's 2025, and it's not yet 2025 yet. Maybe if you're in Europe, it's nearly 2025. So um, I think it's like 11 p.m. in Europe. I'm guessing. So it's right now. It's like 8 a.m. in the 12 past 8 in the morning. So I've been up all night, and I did get like half an hour sleep, maybe. So like I just woke up from half an hour sleep, and I'm a little bit sleepy at the moment. And it was a long night. It was. Um, so I'm pretty exhausted. Happy Hermits here. Awesome to see you here, brother. Happy New Year. You've still got a few more hours. You got another like, I don't know, 5 hours or something, 6 hours before it's New Year's for you. So what's the time there? Yeah, it's like afternoon, 5 in the afternoon or something. Yeah, happy New Year to you too. Says happy Hermit. Thank you, my friend. It's a new year. It's like new beginnings. You know, um, conti- it's just another day in some sense. Like it's a continue on from where I'm at the moment, which is you know, it's a lot. So are you sure here as well? Awesome. Hi all, 5 p.m. ish here too. Yeah, that's it. So um, no doubt I'll be sleeping when it's your midnight. Are you sure? And happy hermit. I might do another stream later. You never know. If I might have the energy, but um, I have been up all night, and I did, like I said, I got about half an hour's sleep, and that's not enough. Like I just, when you have sometimes those short naps, you wake up and you're like exhausted. That's sort of what I feel like now, but obviously I'm able to talk. It takes a lot for me to not be able to talk, so it's something I can do. Um, I had last night was a lot of fun with the candles and like doing the drawing and just chatting, and it was a really friendly atmosphere. So I really enjoyed that, and I think Aisha says I had the greatest time outside and can't wait for 2025. Awesome. Alex is here as well. Awesome. Happy New Year, says Alex. Happy New Year to you, brother. It's going to be like it's going to be a good year for all of us, I think, because we're all doing this healing work, and that's a big thing, and we I think we all understand how much effort it takes, and we also understand that effort requires hardship. Things aren't always easy. So Starbright's here as well. Awesome. Starbright says Happy New Year, everyone. Awesome. So yeah, like I had half hour's sleep, I think, and I woke up and then quickly um, came and set the computer up, and so I just got a message from Dad, so everything's fine because I just told him that I've come downstairs. So I did these drawings last night, and you couldn't really see the drawings too well because it was so dark. So I've got this book that I can just flick through, and they're just simple drawings. And I did those ones with the compass as well, which were fun. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do some more sacred geometry stuff, like streams with doing that. And I'll make sure I light the room up much better for that. But I think for last night it was good atmosphere to like have the candles going and just chill out. And I'm just flicking through this book. So these are the drawings I did last night. I don't know if you can see. They'll make good stencils, I think, some of them. They're like drawings that take a few seconds to, 30 seconds to draw. They're like patterns, shapes. See that one there? These are the ones that I say they remind me of a hammerhead shark. They look like a creature. And then there's ones like this that they look like, they're spirits dancing around or flames. So, and you can see why I say they look like letters as well. So that could be a C. That could be a U. There's another C. Yeah, that one could be an S or a Z, and a C or an E. No one, see, looks. You could almost see that's like a dancing woman as a spirit, like the essence of something. So this is what I drew last night while I was doing the stream. I'm trying to somehow flick through the book and make the pictures visible. Starbright's saying hello. Yeah, Starbright says Happy New Year's, everyone. Aisha says hi, Starbright. So that's another one where it's sort of like a creature, almost like a sea creature, like some sort of animal that lives in the ocean. So there's a sort of a formula I have for doing these drawings. And the main thing is they're really quick. Each drawing takes 20 seconds to do. That one's very flame-like. It's very hard for me to actually show these pictures properly. I had fun doing this, That one's a good one. It's like there's two spirits or two bits of energy So yeah, like you wouldn't have been able to see properly. I watched back the video a bit, and you couldn't really see. I was like showing the pictures as I was drawing them, but like you couldn't really see. One's got a nice shape to it. So this is what I was doing over New Year's, like during the actual New Year's. Are you sure says drumming? Yeah, they're actually they almost look like people playing hitting drums. There's a drumming element to it. Like they are musicians or something. And sometimes they look like flames, you know. See, that one looks like a dancing woman. I always think some of them look like dancing women. That one looks cool. I'm getting towards the end. It's hard to flick. I do remember the last one being interesting. Yeah, this a cool one. You can sort of see the circles like the head, and then it's the body. You know, it's got the arms, and again, you know, almost looks like, yeah. So that's it. So that was fun to do. That was last night. Um, and now I'm tired because I've had like a long night, and yeah, emotionally tired and physically tired. And you know, for those of you who are in like America and Canada, like you've still got like the whole night ahead of you, you know. So if you're going to party, you know, then the night's only hasn't it hasn't even begun yet, you know. So but that was fun to like just do something like that where I just yeah. Alex says yeah, it's 5:30 here. There you go. Have you got plans, Alex? I often don't do much on like unless I used to go to a festival for New Year's, you know, and even then I would often spend the day of New Year's sitting in my tent and not doing anything, and just I did that for many years. And then, you know, I had many years where I'd also have a big night, you know, and New Year's was a big thing, you know. So um, yeah, driving for Uber tonight. There you go. So Alex, you're going to be busy tonight. You're going to be busy. You're going to have like drunk people getting into your vehicle, and there'll be people all going to parties, and they'll be all happy and stuff, and it'll be an interesting night, you know. Excuse me, that's a yawn. That's me tired. Um, yeah, Alex says, yep, lol, totally. You're gonna have yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, hopefully you get lots of good rides tonight, and that it's profitable for you, and that you don't have, you know, difficult passengers. That they're all nice and friendly, and you know, it could be a good atmosphere because, you know, when everyone's in a good mood, it makes everyone else, makes it more enjoyable. Um, there's another yawn. That's tiredness right there. So yeah, I, based on me yawning twice in like 2 minutes, makes me wonder how long I'll be able to keep the stream going. Yeah, that's true, brother. Yeah, I'd rather. Alex says I'd rather do this than be alone. It's a really, it's a good alternative, you know, and you're getting paid at the same time, and you know, also like when you're seeing, you know, people who are like drunk and they're off to a party, it can sometimes make you feel better that you're like sober, you know, that because you're seeing people, you know, not necessarily, not, they're not being rude or anything, they're just, they're not themselves because they're drunk, you know, and being sober when you're seeing other people like that can be sobering. It can be it can remind you that it's, you know, it's better to stay sober. Um, like I had 3 beers last night, I think, and I just had 1 beer then because I finished my shift, and I needed to relax, and that's probably what's made me yawn and get tired because I had a beer. That's one thing, you know. I don't really go on about the New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to be drinking much less. You know, um, I don't drink a lot, but I've been drinking too often. You know, it helps me because you know, I'll be up all night and then my shift will finish, you know, 7 or 8 in the morning, and it just helps me get to sleep. Just had 1 or 2 beers, so it's not like I'm drinking a lot of alcohol. Um, so it's a good comment what you said, Alex. It's you know, but at the same time, I used to enjoy being alone on New Year's. I used to do that. So when everyone else was partying, I'd be sitting in my tent alone and just being really quiet and enjoying the fact that I was alone. But that was because I was in an atmosphere where there was lots of people around. The A Shaw says, "Listen to your body." It's weird, like people keep dropping out. Hopefully people are still here. I don't know if that's just the um, I don't know. Let me know if you're dropping in and out of the stream, or whether that's just like it's telling me that there's one person in the stream and there's really two or three. So the stream seems to be still going. So A Shaw says, "Listen to your body." That's a really good thing, And I am I am listening to my body, and my body says, "Yeah." Alex says, "I'm here." Awesome. So that's good. It's good to know. So, I probably won't do a super long stream this morning because my body's telling me I'm too tired. But I can sit here and just ramble and ramble. I can talk as long as I'm talking coherently and I'm saying things that people want to listen to, I'm happy to sit here and talk. Like I say, this with everything going on in my life, this is such a really good distraction for me to be able to just do this every so often. And I decided to do like a stream every day. A Shaw says, "I'm listening." Awesome. So it's been fun to do this stream every day for 6 days, and this is the last one. So like, I'm going to take a break after this and then probably not do any streams until like the weekend. So it's Wednesday morning here. So I might not do any streams for 4 days or 5 days. I'll always try and do my Sunday night stream, Australia time, and I'll also try and do like one that suits the America and Canada. So that's where I stream this time of day. So I have been doing it on a Friday, so it's a Saturday morning for me. But I might condense it down and make it a Saturday. So it's like Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening in America or Canada. All that means is I do 2 streams in the one day, which could be tiring for me, and there's another yawn. That you got to hear me yawn. That's like, yeah. I mean, that was the 3rd or 4th time I've yawned since I started the stream. But that was the first time you heard me yawn. The other yawns were silent ones. That was one I couldn't hold back and I had to make noise. So you might hear another yawn in a minute. When there's one yawn, there's more. When you yawn once, there's often more yawns. And when you're really tired, you yawn and yawn and yawn, and that's when you know you're tired. And because I'm doing this streaming, like, I'm sort of holding back. When I start to yawn, I try and uh, hold the yawn back, sort of like when you sneeze or any of that sort of thing. Sometimes you try and hold the yawn back. Often, when you're talking to someone, it's always a funny thing. Like, yeah, if you're having a conversation with someone, yeah. Are you sure? Says it's making me yawn. It's contagious. It is contagious. Yawns are contagious. It shows how much um, body language is directly connected to not only our subconscious, um, what they call in polyvagal theory neuroception, which is just a fancy word for body language. And so neuroception, the concept of that is, um, the body picks up on social cues instantaneously, like really fast, faster than you can think them, like, and that's how, like, um, our senses, how our nervous system and our senses um, pick up on subtle, very subtle changes in behavior. And so that could be um, changes in vocal tone. Suddenly someone could speak happy, have a happy tone in their voice, and then suddenly they talk angrily. Very, all of a sudden, like that. You know, and you're on a uh, on a subconscious level and also on a nervous system level. Your body picks up on those things faster than you can um, consciously be aware of them, and that's how we go into our fight, fright, freeze, or fawn response so quickly. Is We're picking up on those social cues, and it could be eye contact. It could be, like I said, the intonality or tonality of a voice. Could be the words spoken as well, not just the tone of the voice, the words. And it can be a combination of body position. So other types of body language are directly attributable to neuroception. Um, and so this is how, within polyvagal theory, being more adept at having a functioning nervous system, so not just functioning in the sense that you can regulate your nervous system, but also functioning in the sense that um, you yourself can present accurately how you're feeling, makes a big difference. And so, a good example is, if someone's really tired and they're trying not to come across as being tired, they're going to still come across as being tired, and you're going to pick that up. And so, like, when I started this stream, I was I disclosed the fact that I was tired straight away, and you could hear it in my voice, and I was yawning. But when I was yawning, I was like trying to cover up the yawns, you know. I wasn't embracing the yawns, and then I finally let go like a, a decent yawn, and it was contagious. So, are you sure? It was like, yep, that got me yawning. So it, it's interesting how all that works. So then on a sympathetic, um, you know, the sympathetic nervous system, just like you have mirror neurons um, experiencing the feelings of other people as they're expressing them, as well as the thoughts of other people as they're expressing them, or actions. Um, you're also picking up on those social cues, such as being tired. So um, it really makes sense, like if you think about humans living in the wild, or in a more dangerous or sort of more primitive at, environment, um, when a few people start to show that they're really exhausted and they start yawning, then others start to yawn, and then everyone realizes, oh, we're all starting to fall asleep here. We better start a fire and like get warm so we can all fall asleep around the fire. We better go find somewhere safe to sleep for the night. So um, yeah, it's interesting how all this stuff works. And there's the other there's that mirroring thing too, like where humans will often mirror the behavior of another person subconsciously or just unconsciously. And it's some say it's like it's recognition, others say it's like submission, and others say it's dominance, depending on how it's done. So it really, if it's done overtly and exaggerated, then you could say that's the person's deliberately doing that, um, and then they're mimicking the other person, and it's in a form of sometimes mockery, but mostly it's like a that could be seen as dominance, but it's often described as being um, subdominance or submissive, or passive. So it's showing that the other person's going to follow what the other person's doing, uh, as a sign of respect or acknowledgement. And it's sometimes it's uncomfortable, when you notice you're doing it. So you're having a conversation with someone, and like, they go like this, and then suddenly you realize you're doing this too, or they cross their legs and you cross your legs, and then you realize you're mimicking the other person's behavior. And it's a very interesting sort of human behavior. Yes, manipulation too. Are you sure? Yeah, absolutely. So um, you know, for instance, narcissists will do this overtly, and that's the form. That's the mockery, and that's also the domination. So it's done to um, almost mind control a person. Like put them in a trance. So it's like if everything like if I'm doing this, making these hand gestures, and then as I'm talking, the person I'm talking to starts doing this, it's like putting you in a sort of um, strange position of uncomfortableness, and if it continues, if everything that you start to do then gets mirrored by the other person, it's and then it becomes evident that it's being done deliberately. That's when it's clearly not a submissive or passive action. It's more of a mockery or a domination. So it's something to be aware of. It really is. But it's also innate human behavior is to mimic one another, um, and that also goes down to the way people speak, and that's why humans have dialects, and one village might speak a certain way, and then a few kilometers down the road, the next village is suddenly um, got a whole different way of speaking, and it's because they all adopt these things. Hermione's here. Awesome to see you here, Bells. Hermione says, "Hi, Luke. Everyone, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. It's awesome to see you again." Um, I'm just talking about like this strange effect of humans mimicking each other, and how sometimes it's manipulation and domination, and other times it's completely benign and just a factor, just like a common part of interaction. It shows acknowledgement too. So when you have two people having a conversation, when one person's talking and they might sit back on their chair, like this, or they might cross their legs. If the other person does that, it's showing that they're paying attention to the other person. So it is an act of being submissive, but it's honoring the other person by and it if it's generally done on a subconscious level. But as you do these actions, you become aware of them, and you either become uncomfortable about it, and this is my experience, is I either become uncomfortable and sort of self-conscious of that's what I'm doing, and you either continue it or you stop it. It's really really interesting behavior. I got my cousin calling just a sec. Hey dude, how you going? Yeah, not too bad. Happy New Year. That's it, man. I'm actually on a live stream right now. So you're on the internet, but no one can hear you. Do you want to put it on speaker, or do you want to call back? You can. It's up to you. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, cool. You just returning the call from yesterday. So you there? I think it's just dropped out. Oh no, you're still there. So, yeah, we'll say good day to the folks for me, if you can still hear me. Yeah, yeah. You must. Awesome. Yeah, give us a call, drop in, or give us a call, see what's happening, because I've been up all night, obviously. I'm pretty exhausted, so sounds good, brother. Say good day um to your parents for me, and tell them Happy New Year. And yeah, I saw them the other day, so but pass on Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to yourself, and we'll chat later on. Awesome. Cheers for the call. See you, brother. There you go. That was my cousin, and we used to chat all the time. We were gonna do we have these awesome chats, and we were gonna do like YouTube interviews with him, and have conversations, because we just have these conversations that just go off into like deep philosophical conversations, and they go off into all different directions, and that'd be great. But yeah, that's why I said, "Oh, do you want me to put it on speaker? You can be on the internet." He said, no, he's got to go. He's on the way to see his parents. Hermione says, "Oh yeah, that's right. I read that one. Hi Luke, and everyone, Happy New Year." Starbright says, "Yeah, my young years, I party always through the night. But these days I'm content at home. Relax, eat and movies, snacks and my cat." That's perfect. That's an awesome. Yeah, I'm like that too. I've eased off. You know. Um, Starbright continues. Stay safe if out and about. Yeah, exactly. So Alex is driving tonight. Alex is driving for Uber. So I'll stay safe with that, mate. Like be extra cautious on the roads. You know. There's. I wonder what the statistics are for car accidents and things like that, because it's probably not much different to any day of the week, as far as that's concerned. But it is always good to be more aware times like this, and just pay more attention to be safe, and whatever you're doing too, Um, I used to get drunk on New Year's, Starbright says, "I'm here." Yeah, awesome. Hermione says, "That's awesome. You have such a good connection with your cousin." Yeah, like we do. Like we're like brothers in a way, you know. So we both have sisters, and so we're like brothers, from other mothers. So yeah, and he grew up the next suburb over. So we knew, we spent a lot of time growing up together, so and we drifted apart at times, and but we remain where we have a connection where we can not speak to each other for 6 months and then just chat for like 3 hours on the phone. So we do have a good connection, and we have these really great conversations about life and complexities of the world. So that's why I always thought, and he sort of offered too, maybe we could do some chats, and they can be like YouTube videos. So maybe we'll do that one day, but it wouldn't be like a live stream. I'd probably like take my cameras over to his place and set up cameras and do it like an interview thing, and then I could edit between the cameras, and I could have good quality sound. When I do these live streams, it's sort of limited to the quality of the webcam and the quality of the encoding, because it's streaming, and also the quality of the sound and everything. So I am interested in doing more. I used to make exclusively, YouTube videos that were, recorded with the camera and with the high quality audio. So like, everything was different. And then since I started doing these live streams, I like, it's going to have glitches. Sometimes a live stream will have all this clipping, so the sound will be not very good. Sometimes like the video goes all off, and that's just the nature of live streaming and doing it over Wi-Fi as well. So if you're doing live streaming, you're better off like plugging a cable into your, like an Ethernet cable into your computer, and you'll get a much better live stream. But yeah, he's going to call back later when he's finished up over at his parents' place. But by then I'm going to be asleep. I think I'm fading fast. I can feel it. I was yawning before, so that was a good sign that I'm exhausted. And when you get really tired, like I can still manage to have a conversation where I can speak, but you do notice it. Like you'll be able to hear it in my voice. It'll sound like I'm slurring, like I'm drunk. I mean, I drank one beer before, to wind down after being up all night, and that's not enough to make me slur my words or anything. It's being tired. Starbright says, "Get to bed comfortable and stretch out. Oh, rest and recharge. Shh, shh. Night, night." Just reading that, Starbright, like I just imagine lying in bed, stretching out, and it was just the best. I just totally imagined that, and I was just like, "Oh, that's going to be good." So I will do that. But like now I'm here streaming, like I'll chat for a while. Like it is. It's nine. It says 9:02. So like I think it is midnight now in the UK and in Europe. So Hermione, it should be midnight there. I'm just doing a search. Yeah, 12:03 a.m. in Switzerland. So there you go. Hermione, it's Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Hermione. It's just like 12:03 a.m. So I made it to New Year's for you. So there you go. It's Happy New Year, Hermione. It's just 2025. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Luke. Yes, says Hermione. It's literally just turned to midnight where you are. So, you know, is there like we have fireworks and things like that happening usually on New Year's around. Often there's parties. You know, there wasn't any parties in the street this week. Like it was quiet. It was just really quiet. There was not much going on. But often there is, you know, like there'll be, you know, parties all around, people making noise. But there was a lot of fireworks earlier in the night. You could hear them. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe like as far as like I won't. Maybe because I am starting to get pretty exhausted, and it's as much as I could sit here and ramble and ramble and ramble. maybe it's better I like get some sleep and like later when it's like midnight in your time zone in Canada and that and the US, maybe then I could start the stream again. Hermione says, "Didn't you sleep, Luke?" No, I didn't, because that's like I'm on watch from. I slept for half an hour, but I'm on watch for my mum through the night now, and I have been for a while. So I start at like 11 o'clock, sometimes 12 o'clock at night, and then I go through till about 8 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, it's some nights it's a lot of work, other nights it's pretty calm. Last night there was a bit of work. It was pretty exhausting for a period there. So that's probably why I'm tired. Hermione says, "Hi, are you?" Oh yes, I haven't been to Thun since ages, but I have lovely memories too. Where do you come from? So we got. I can let them answer that one, but like we got Alex in America. We got Are You Sure and Starbright are in Canada, and Hermione's in Switzerland. So I'm in Australia, so we're covering all over the world here. So it's pretty cool. It's one of the things I really love about these chats is, you know, we're all over. There's another yawn. There's another yawn. So I think if I yawn one more time, I'll have to end the stream. I think that'll be it. That'll be my body saying, "You need to sleep, buddy." So yeah, Are You Sure says, born in Canada, my dad's side Germany, my sister's aunt is in Switzerland. Well, there you go. So yeah, you got a connection there because Hermione's in Switzerland. So Are You Sure says, night night, Luke. Well, I did manage to do. Oh, look, it's 56 minutes. How about I make it at least to 1 hour? And I made it to New Year's. That was a pretty special moment. Like we got to do celebrate New Year's with Hermione. So that was pretty cool. So, and you know what? That often happens too. You know, with when you celebrate New Year's, like some people like they do the big countdown for New Year's celebrations, and then literally like as soon as it gets to midnight, everyone's like, "All right, I'm off to bed. Thanks. See you later." Like if they're at a party or something, they're like, "Yeah, okay, I'm leaving the party. We're going home." And other people like party on until like dawn, you know. So it all depends. Um, but yeah, look, I really do appreciate that. Um, I'm managing to put words together in sentences and sound like I'm able to speak. But in reality, I'm exhausted right now. So Are You Sure says, yeah, very cool by the waterfront. The clouds looked like mountains, and I thought of my aunt. Isn't that beautiful? So you get these beautiful, like giant, like cumulonimbus type clouds in the sky that look like mountains, remind you of like the Alps. That's very picturesque. I can totally imagine that. And when you're near the ocean like that, and you don't have other things blocking the skyline, like you can have these massive views of clouds because they go from the ocean all the way up. So they can look spectacular like that. So I'll make sure I at least make it to 1 hour, and then I'll end the stream. I think because I am so exhausted. It's actually it's punishing. I mean, I could sit here ramble for hours, you know, um, but I really need to sleep. And you know what I'll do? I'll set my alarm so that I get to. I'll set a stream up so in your time zone there, um, it's around the same time zone. I think Alex has got the same time zone as Are You Sure and Hermione. I mean, Are You Sure and Starbright. So um, like if I do a stream later on, I might be able to stream. I'll start like 11 o'clock or 11:30 p.m. your time. Hermione says, "Don't punish yourself." Thank you for your. Thanks for caring for me there. I shouldn't punish myself, no. Yeah, get yourself some sleep, says Hermione, as long as you can sleep. Yeah, I will be able to. I'll be able to sleep. I reckon as soon as my room, I can make my room really dark. So I switch the lights off and it's really dark and I'll be able to sleep. There it is. There's the yawn. I said when and I yawned just at like 1 hour. But I said that before. I said next time I yawn, that's a sign. Like that means I'll have to end the stream. And I yawned. I just yawned. So, and I just made it to an hour. So, but it was pretty special. We got to be here for New Year's for Hermione. So, Hermione's saying, get yourself some sleep, you know, as long as you can sleep. Yeah, I certainly can sleep. I think I'll be asleep within 5 minutes of ending the stream. So thanks everyone for being here. Like, it's been pretty cool. Last night was fun, you know, and if I do a stream later, that means I'll get to experience New Year's Eve 3 times in 3 different time zones. So that's good. That's going to be fun. So much love to everyone. And you know, 2025 is going to be a good year for all of us. We're all on the healing path, and we all got plans to keep doing what we're doing. And you know, we're all here to support each other. It's a big thing, is to support each other. So you know, that's something that, you know, we'll try and keep more regular contact with each other as well, so that we can keep conversations going. And we can do that through the community tab in YouTube, and also, like, I set up a Patreon, but I set up a free account on there too. Like, so, you know, you don't have to pay for it. You can sign up and just, we'll have a chat on there where, you know, people can just chat. So that'd be a great way for us to keep conversations going. Are you sure? Says sweet dreams, much appreciation. Thank you so much. Are you sure? Thank you for being here. Are you sure? Hermione, thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Is this like Skype? I've actually got I've got Skype, but I've also got Google Workspace, Hermione. So I can have 150 people. It's like Zoom. I can have 150 people on a call, and you know, we're not going to have 150, but like I can set up Workspace. It's Google Meet. It's called Google Meet, and it's like the equivalent of Zoom or Skype or any of those, or Microsoft Teams. So it's just like video conferencing. So I will set that up. I'll be setting that up in the next few months, so that we can have like conversation where people can, and you can choose to turn your camera on or off if you don't want the camera on. And you can put filters on too. So like, you know, you can be there, but like, you know, it blocks out if you don't want people seeing you, you know. And you can mute your microphone if you don't want to speak, but you want to be there. So we can talk about doing this. You know, that'll be something for 2025. So we do that sort of connection. But on Patreon, there's like a chat function. So it's, you know, similar to like chat programs and comment threads, you know, that you have. So we could keep a conversation going any time of the day. You know, people, you can just log on and chat back and forth. So Hermione says, good night, everyone. Take care. Thanks for being here. Hermione, are you sure? Said sweet dreams. Much appreciation. And Alex, thanks for being here. Starbright, thanks for being here. Much love to all of you all. And 2025 is going to be a good year. So, you know, we'll all keep in contact.